It's November 12th and it's College Week at CCN. On today's broadcast, where are you going for college? Who actually taught your teachers? And most importantly, what's your favorite college sport? We'll answer these questions, plus Cassie Hopgood and MJ Mayo key you in on what's going on out in the world and here at HCHS. This is CCN, and now, Cassie Hopgood.
Good morning on this Thursday of National College Application Week, Henderson County High School. I'm Cassie Hopgood.
And I'm MJ Mayo, and now it's time for your morning announcements. Congrats to the Spiking Lady Colonels on advancing to the Final Four of the state tournament. They made history for our school to be the first volleyball team to do this. And a special congratulations goes out to Casey Chakowski and Addie Farley for being named to the state all-tourney volleyball team.
An awesome job to John Karen and Jack Roush on running their personal best times in the state cross-country meet.
A big shout out to the choir students that sung My Old Kentucky Home and the national anthem this past Friday night at the football game. What an honor it was to hear it.
Congratulations to the 12 HCHS band students who represented our school at the University of Louisville Band Day this past Saturday. These students performed alongside the Cardinal Marching Band and 400 other high school students on the field at Papa John's Stadium during halftime of the Cardinals' win over Syracuse. Thank you for making HCHS proud.
And finally, let's give a hear to the Colonels equestrian team for this past weekend's performance in Corden, Indiana. The awesome Carly Conley, Riley Link, and Sally Stovall all placed at this year's first horse show.
Seniors, Balfour will be here tomorrow during lunches taking cap and gown orders. These orders are to be paid in full the day of ordering. Seniors, it is very important to order your cap and gown tomorrow to avoid delay in receiving them.
2015 through 2016 intramural basketball signups are going on now. Ask your PLT teacher how to sign up. For more information, you can see Coach Hale in the gym or Miss Lansden at the bookstore. Games start in December, so get your team signed up now.
The Leo Club is collecting Sherway stamps for our Thanksgiving basket project. Please put stamps in the boxes at the unit desk or bring them to Miss Freeman in Green 202. Also, they would like to thank anyone who purchased a Safe Halloween booklet. Because of your generosity, we were able to donate $310 to Easter Seals Rehabilitation Center.
ABA applications are now available in the bookstore. Sorry girls, this is a boys' league only. This season begins on December 5th.
Also seniors, there are plenty of scholarship opportunities that we don't have enough time to talk about on our show today. See your PLT teacher for more information.
And as we've mentioned, this week is dedicated to the colleges around the country, so here is reporter Tyler Sandifer asking around to see where some seniors plan on going next year. Tyler?
My name is Molly Rigdon, senior this year, and I plan on attending the University of Kentucky and studying business management.
My name is Brent. I'm a junior, and I plan on going to WKU. I plan on welding as my future career.
Cordell Rollins, and I will be attending the University of Tennessee to play basketball.
My name is Kane Bean, and I will go to the University of Kentucky and get a degree in petroleum engineering.
My name is Chase Bott. I want to go to WKU for college and become an architectural designer.
Whitney Lamb, and I want to go to Sullivan University to be a professional pastry chef.
Back to you.
Thank you, Tyler, and thank you to all the seniors that shared where they will be attending next fall. But now, moving on to what's happening in the world. At the University of California, Berkeley, Penn State Assistant Professor Ingle Nee is working on developing an invisibility cloak. It's not quite like the invisibility cloak from Harry Potter just yet. The cloak works from the help of a tiny antenna on the surface of the cloak that, when adjusted properly, makes a small object underneath the cloak disappear. Though the cloak is still in the early stages, their hope is to be able to complete it in the near future.
The University of Missouri Systems President Tim Wolf and the Chancellor of the flagship campus, R. Bowen Lofton, announced on Monday that they were resigning their post in the face of growing protests by African American students, the threat of a walkout by faculty, and a strike by football players who said the administrators had done too little to combat racism on campus. Wolf made the stunning announcement at the start of a special Board of Curators meeting Monday morning that had been scheduled to address the growing crisis. The board voted in favor of accepting his resignation. Several hours later, Lofton, chancellor of the university's Columbia campus, announced he will step down from his post by the end of the year as well. After Wolf's announcement, the university's athletic department said in a football statement that the football team would return to the practice field Tuesday, November 10th.
In Utah, Professor Sarswat and Michael Free have discovered a way to manufacture LED lights from leftover food and drinks. This process begins by collecting waste, processing the waste, and creating carbon dots using solution-based techniques. After being processed in solvent and exposed to pressure and heat, carbon dots start to form and be produced. Researchers then embedded the dots in a type of epoxy for use as LEDs. With these lights, Free and Star SWAT believed that even more food waste could go to use.
This year, private colleges are charging an average of $1,476 more than last year, and public schools are charging $617 more for in-state tuition, room, and board, according to the annual report from the College Board released last Wednesday. The good news is that's one of the smallest increases since the 1970s, but the bad news is that costs are outpacing inflation and rising faster than family income across the board. This is one reason why there is so much concern about college affordability now, said Sandy Baum, a professor of education policy at George Washington University and the co-author of the report.
No wonder my parents are already telling me to stay up for college, MJ.
Trust me, Cassie, I've been giving that speech since I started freshman year.
And since we're keeping our theme this week, here's Maddie Kimsey asking some teachers about their college experience.
My name is Maddie Kimsey, and this is CCN, and we're going to be talking about teachers' colleges. What college did you go to?
I went to the community college for 1 year, and then I transferred to University of Kentucky.
Why did you go to that college?
I went to University of Kentucky originally to go into architecture, and then felt the calling to be a teacher, and so I'd already joined a fraternity and loved UK, so I just stayed.
Do you have any advice for people that are going to college?
Absolutely. Get involved with some group or organization and make the college feel like home.
What college did you go to?
I went to WKU. Go Tops!
Why did you go to that college?
I went to WKU just because it was, it's about an hour and a half away. It's just far enough away that mom and dad are not going to drop by, but you can still, it's close enough that you can go home if you want, free food, laundry, stuff like that.
What college did you go to?
University of Illinois.
Do you have any advice for people that are going to college?
Yes, when you go away from your parents, you need to pick a school that you're going to enjoy and see yourself at for 4 years. Don't go there and get homesick and then have to come back home to your parents.
What college did you go to?
I started out at Western Kentucky University for my bachelor's degree, and then went to Eastern Kentucky University for my master's, and then went back to Western Kentucky to get my principal certification.
What was your favorite class and teacher?
My favorite class and teacher, I had a really good anatomy and physiology teacher. Learned a lot in that class.
What college did you go to?
I got my first bachelor's in psychology at Greenville College in Illinois, and then I went to University of Evansville for my physical education. And I got my master's through Western Kentucky University.
Do you have any advice for people going to college?
Study, 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 and increments. Like, put aside, I'm going to put an hour to this class tonight, even if I don't have a test, an hour to this class. Budget your time. Don't wait till the last minute to study, and go to class. Go to class, yes.
This is Maddie Kimsey with CCN in Seminole.
I've always wondered about where some of my teachers got their teaching degrees from. So thank you, Maddie. And now for an update on some entertainment. MJ?
Right, Cassie. Ever wonder what major Hollywood stars studied at college? Sure, most were drama majors, and more than a few attended schools that specialized in performing arts. For instance, the ever-so-lovely Angelina Jolie got her collegiate education from New York University. She studied film but didn't graduate or get a degree. She actually graduated from high school a year early to head over to New York and study film. All in all, I suppose you could say everything worked out. But that husband of hers. Legend has it that Brad Pitt once aspired to be a famous journalist. Pitt studied journalism at the University of Missouri, but dropped out just 2 credits shy of graduation. Yes, they are both successful to the point it makes you cry, but that shouldn't shy you away from your own college graduation.
Get ready to rock because teen movie Gem and the Holograms is out in theaters, but sadly was declared dead on arrival when it pulled a measly $1.37 million in its opening week. The movie was based on the 1980s animated series of the Gems, but apparently it didn't sparkle as well as Universal hoped. It continued to tank in the week that followed, only making $160 at each theater. Universal lost $5 million in the movie, but at least it ranked 4th among the worst opening weekend-wide releases since 1982.
And since I don't like to stray too far off topic, back to that dynamic duo that is Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie. By the Sea, a movie set to come to theaters this Friday, is directed by Angelina and stars herself and that dashing companion of hers. Set in France during the mid-1970s, Vanessa, a former dancer, and her husband Roland, an American writer, traveled the country together. They seem to be growing apart, but when they linger in one quiet seaside town, they begin to draw close to some of its more vibrant inhabitants, such as a local bar or cafe keeper and a hotel owner.
And now, so you can take a break from us, here's Ariana Bell.
Hi, this is Ariana Bell, and we are asking around to see what everybody's favorite college sport is.
My favorite college sport is UK basketball.
Well, I'm forced to watch UK basketball.
My favorite college sports are LSU football and Illinois basketball.
My favorite college sport is Indiana Hoosier basketball.
My favorite college sports team is UK track and field. My favorite college sport is Hilltoppers basketball.
My favorite college sport is UK basketball.
My favorite college sport is UK basketball.
My favorite college sport is Western Kentucky Hilltopper football.
Hi, I'm Mr. Grayson. My favorite college sport is underwater basket weaving.
My favorite college sport is choir because I don't really like sports that much.
Our favorite college sport is marching band!
Thanks for watching. This is Ariana Bell signing off.
Thank you, Ariana. What unique sports some colleges have. And to wrap up our show today, Cassie and I have a few things to say about staying motivated for education past 18 years old.
Yes, MJ. You see, the reason that certain students excel in college while others flounder might relate back to their motivations for attending in the first place, according to a study conducted by 2 members of the American Counseling Association.
Doug Gafrida and Martin Lynch, professors at the Warner School of Education at the University of Rochester, used the concept of self-determination theory to reveal that a student's motivation for attending college is directly related to his or her level of academic success.
In their studies, they looked at specific types of motivation driving students to attend college and how academically successful they are once they arrive, while also considering background factors such as socioeconomic status, gender, and race.
According to Lynch, this is a theory of motivation, personality, and development that proposes motivation derived purely from the satisfaction inherent to the activity itself, and is more advantageous to learning than extrinsic motivation, or motivation to achieve an external reward or to avoid a punishment.
In other words, it really needs to be your own decision on whether or not you plan to attend college. At the very least, college needs to sound appealing to you.
And I completely agree, Cassie. Personally, I plan on attending, but it's not for my parents, and it's not because I have the grades to go. It will be because I want to challenge myself in a different learning environment, and because I genuinely enjoy learning.
Well, thank you for tuning into today's show. We'll be back same time, same place next week. This is Cassie Hopgood.
And I'm MJ Mayo.
Signing off with CCN.